Sometimes when I tell stories about how successful I was in medical school, how I got a lot of letters of distinction on my clinical rotations, which is only given to the top 10% of medical students, how I got AOA, Alpha Omega Alpha, the Medicine Honor Society, people think it is such a waste that I chose internal medicine because it's not a competitive specialty. It's not hard to get into. But you know why I chose it? I chose IM because I really fucking like it. And I'm really, really happy. Here's the biggest part of my thought process. When I went through all my clinical rotations, what I realized is that I liked a little bit of everything. There wasn't one field where I was like, yeah, this is so cool. I want to devote my whole career to it. I love variety in my work. I love the opportunity to think about different types of problems. And on that note, I just love thinking. I majored in physics as an undergrad because I just love the process of thinking really hard about challenging problems. And I thought that going into IM would offer the best chance to do that, to solve puzzles, to solve problems, to get confronted with a really challenging case where you don't know what's going on and you have to really kind of sit and think and figure it out. And I was right, internal medicine does offer that opportunity to me. I really genuinely do love it. So yes, I've worked as an academic hospitalist. I've also worked in primary care. The job that I was at for 7 years allowed me to do both, and I loved it. I loved the intellectual challenge. I also love the continuity that I get to have with patients on an outpatient basis. And even when you're a hospitalist, you do get a little bit of that because there are people that come into the hospital frequently over and over. There were patients that I would take care of in the hospital that became like part of my heart because they'd come in, several times over their 7 years. They would remember me, I would remember them, and it's so nice. But obviously, yeah, you get more continuity in primary care. I'm not trying to say, yeah, go into a hospital as physician so that you get continuity. So yeah, all that to say, I love my job. And honestly, I think the reason that I did so well in medical school was because I genuinely liked it. I liked the process of learning about these things. I liked the challenge that I encountered on pretty much every rotation. And so to all the people who are like, ugh, I can't believe you just went into IM, what a waste. Yeah, I went into IM because that's what I actually like. And I did well in medical school, and I got all the honors in medical school because I was doing what I actually liked. And surprise, surprise, that comes through